How can mindfulness change the culture of an organization? By Mindy Russell. I feel like inspiration plays a major factor. I think that one of the things that Maturano states is that people thrive on what inspires them, not simply by what's expected of them. I can definitely speak to that. I've been very fortunate over the years. I've had several really good directors that have definitely given more focus on just inspiring us as a group rather than expectation with the bottom line and the numbers that we have to meet for the state and the federal venues that have to do with adult education. One of the things that I've had the opportunity to do recently is discuss our summer conference, which of course has been delayed due to COVID-19. But I had to reach out and talk to all of my instructors over the last week, which due to mindful leadership, one of the things that I've implemented during this particular time period is weekly Zoom meetings with everybody. So I've gotten to know my group of employees much, much better, and I feel like the bond has become deeper because of doing that. But in this happening, one thing that has happened as a result is we've decided to do an online conference this summer. So I have told my instructors I was able to take a minute of their time the other day and express to them just exactly who Calhoun Adult Education is, and the fact that we are the leader in the state. We do inspire change across the state. We even have a live binder that's used at every college in the entire state. So people come to learn from us. They should be so proud of that fact. It always made me nervous as an instructor, in truth, but over the years, I learned to be very, very proud of the department that I work for. Even though we're not one of those front-line departments like, say, nursing, we're getting a job done that leads to those places. So I think that we do something pretty stinking important. And the way that we change the organization is when somebody leads by expectation, they tend to lead by fear, and that just never ends well. I have a 3-to-1 rule that I have, lived by as an instructor all these years. I've always believed that if I was going to have to deliver some bad news to a student as far as their education was coming along, or they were doing poorly in an area, that I made sure that when I sat down with them to tell them that they weren't doing good in one area, that I expressed to them at least 3 things that I knew that they were doing very good. I feel like probably more so in the classroom, but it also works across the entire organizational level, is if you're artificially trying to inspire a group, just like in the classroom, you will fail, and it will destroy from within. Unfortunate, but true. Honesty. Honesty is one of the most important things in being a leader, and I think mindful leadership talks about this quite frequently. It is presented kind of as one of the principles, or underlying, I guess, but it's there. People are so important, and you teach them through being clear with them, speaking your truth with them, and motivating in that way. The principles of a leader can inspire or defeat an organizational environment, and I do completely believe that. If you're not honest with your staff, you can expect that process to fail. Kindness and compassion, I can't speak too highly about. I feel like that kindness and compassion will change the face of an organization. And I feel like if you use this mindfully, then with the 4 components of leadership excellence, of course, kindness is not stated here, but I feel like it goes along with compassion every time. One of the ways that I feel like I show kindness and compassion currently is I do always take the time to check up on my people and listen to what's going on in their day. That has become very important to me. Urgent versus important. We have really got to learn how to break down what is urgent versus important. And if a leader does not choose to do that, they tend to make snap decisions. Mindful leadership teaches us that urgent isn't important. It just screams louder. I have been in a situation with a previous director where if you sat down with her and had a problem, you needed to have that solution. Because she would make a snap decision, and it almost destroyed our organization. Mindful leadership can change the face of any organization. All we have to do is implement its cause and its purpose. Thank you.